Do you remember who decided to call it Faces of Death? Was that like a label move or was that a Bone move?
Man, I'm sure it had to be the bomb because, you know, already Anna be calling herself Leatherface and shit, and you know they used to be, I mean, we grew up off all that Faces of Death and Texas Chainsaw. You know, they used to actually be fucking playing with that Ouija board and shit, like, and that's one thing I'm gonna say, I never fucked with them with that Ouija board, none of that shit. Like, I was always just, you know, these, like I said, these was my dudes and shit, and we rolled, and, you know, we would ride or die for each other, but it was like, I always was chill, and they always was bomb. And not to mention, like, this real shit, like, people will, you know, people come out as artists and shit and everything, and it's, you know, it's a lot of act. That's what they call them, an act, you know what I mean? Because it's entertainment or whatever, but there's a lot of that shit was like, from that Bobby Jones situation to, they literally used to be trying to get me to come right in the graveyard and shit, and I'll be like, y'all fucking crazy. And, you know, we'll link back up the next day, play video games, smoke weed, kick it and all that, drink 40s or whatever, but like, all that Ouija and graveyard shit and all that shit, they know they convinced me with that shit. They know I was never on that shit. And yeah, that is ironic that I'm the one motherfucker that was still on St. Clair while they was all over the world with this shit, because I did not fucking fuck with that shit. So, you know, I will say my soul is very intact.